Good evening, everyone. This is Patty, and I am here to show you the two meals that I cooked today that I told you about. Okay, this is the chicken with the egg noodles, the English peas, and all of the seasonings, the cream of chicken with mushroom, roasted garlic in this. And this is the Zatarain's Jambalaya, and what I added to this was the beef broth, and I cooked the rice for about 10 minutes. I had already cooked my meat. I fried it, and this is the sausage, chicken, and bacon. And as I said, I cooked the rice for about 10 minutes, and this is the rice that I used, and it came with a lot of seasonings in it. So I used that, and I put my beef broth in the skillet and my rice and cooked that for 10 minutes. After that, I added my meats to it, and then I let that cook until it was done. And I added some parsley flakes in it, and it is delicious, guys. You know, I told you guys that I would be cooking 2 meals today, and I did. So these are the 2 meals. They both are yummy. The jambalaya, and generally I will do my jambalaya from scratch, but today I didn't. I just used the Zatarain's because I really need to use this from my pantry. And it's a 1-pot meal, and I love those 1-pot meals because they are quick, and this takes about 30 minutes to cook, so that's not long at all. I love it. And this didn't take long at all either. I boiled my noodles for about 6 minutes, and I seared my chicken. And as I said, I used everything I told you I did. And then I just simmered it with my meat and everything. And here it is. It is creamy. It is delicious. And it's quick and easy. I mean, it doesn't take long. The longest thing that cooks is the meat. And you really don't, you just sear it and make sure it's done. And I chopped it up. And what I did, I used chicken breast. And I used my mallet to pound the chicken breast to make sure they were tender. And generally that is what I do when I have chicken breast. I will pound those. Well, they were kind of thick, so I sliced them, and then after I washed them and all of that, and put some foil on the end of my mallet, and beat them to tenderize them. Pound them, should I say. And that was all there was to it. Then I put all of my seasonings and stuff on there, seasoned them to taste. And I never like to tell people what seasonings to use. Use the seasonings of your choice. It depends on what your palate calls for, because I may use some seasonings that you may not like. And for this, I'll tell you some of the seasonings. I use some dried parsley. I use the Tony Chachere's Creole seasoning, and you can't use much of that because if you do, it will be too spicy. So you don't want that. And then I used a little of Chef Paul Prudhomme's seasoning, poultry seasoning in that. And the twins, the garlic powder and the onion powder. And that's about it. You don't have to use salt because a lot of times the foods, like the soups, already have the sodium in them, so I didn't have to use salt. And for the rice, same thing. I didn't use any seasoning with this at all other than the dried parsley. Oh, and I used a tablespoon of oil in it. And I use grapeseed oil. That's what I like to use. So I used a tablespoon of that in the rice. And that was about it, guys. So this is a quick and easy meal. Anyone can make it. So guys, I will talk to you on the next video, the next live. And please thumbs up and ring the bell, make comments, and I will talk to you guys on the next one. Here it is.